What is up, our family? It is Ray, and welcome to our world. What was that? I just seen something. So I just wanted to get up on. So first, I want to say Happy Friday to all y'all. Happy day, whatever y'all watching this. Just want to wish y'all a happy day. I just got off work, finished a little earlier than expected, but hey, put in that hard work, finish early so I can go home and do my things that I need to do. But I just wanted to get up on here and talk about semen retention. I don't think I've really touched much on this on my channel, and I feel like today's the day that I kind of really get into it with you guys. So I've been doing semen retention for a little, just about 3 years, a little more, a little less. I'd probably say I started back in 2023, so 2 years. 2 years going on 3. Yeah. And the reason I've been on semen retention is because I've been single since then, so I really haven't felt a need to spill my seed, right? Kind of had a revelation. One second. A revelation to not really spill my seed because I was a gooner. Not during my relationship, obviously, but like even before then, I was a gooner, and I just, I never really felt the need to goon after. And the reason I want to talk about semen retention is because these modern day men and young boys, and people on their manhood journey, they spill their seed almost every day, and it's just you kind of just see the lifelessness within them. And, it disgusts me, and I hate to really put it that way. I apologize. I dislike to really put it that way, but, yeah, it just disgusts me, because it's like I can see all these men, all these guys, all these men, really, all these young boys' potential, but it's like they decide to spill their seed. I've been on a streak for about 500 days. Yeah, of no fap and semen retention, however you want to call it. And it's just I've learned a lot about myself and about others, especially since I'm filled with energy. I kind of realize a lot more about myself being filled with energy, and I was telling this one guy, I was like, hey bro, like you should stop doing that, it's not good for you. I recommend you go read a book or something, go put that horniness, that sexual energy, go put it into something else. And he's like, nah bro, you're weird, that semen retention's all on TikTok, yada yada. And I'm not even on TikTok, I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on Snapchat. I have a Facebook, but I deleted the app, so it's like I'm not really on it. So it's like I'm not really hip to what's going on around the world, and I don't really care to. I just care about what's going on within my four walls, within my head, within my household, within my mind. That's all really we should all ever care about, is what's going on with us. Because if you're worrying about whatever's going on externally, you really can't focus internally. And I feel like being on semen retention kind of brought that out of me. I could be like one of those YouTubers and be like, the pros and the cons are X, Y, and Z. But it's like, man, you get filled with energy. My skin wasn't always the clearest. It still isn't. I mean, it's clearer than it's ever been due to semen retention, for sure. The women thing, a lot of guys, they just start semen retention because of the women, when it's like, bro, go get a fucking life, bro. Like, women aren't everything. And it's like, if you're doing your due diligence within yourself and you're doing all the work internally, all the external things will come to you. Money, women, whatever it is for, I personally, I haven't been on the soul searching. Hold up. I haven't been soul searching. I found myself, and it's not within me to be like, oh, let me go look for this girl, let me go look for that girl. I love women, don't get me wrong. I love looking at God's creation and seeing all the beautiful things that he's put out for us, and I love looking at women. I'm not gonna look at them in a sexual way, but I'll look at their face. I'm like, damn, she's beautiful, I hope she has a great day. And I feel like a lot of men should be doing that instead of looking at their ass like, oh, I want that. Oh, I want to hit that. Looking at her titties, damn, she got some big titties. It's like, bro, like, women aren't all about, that. Sure, their body figure might be beautiful or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's like I'd rather see the inner beauty. It's like you could be beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, if you don't treat anybody with respect, if you don't have respect for yourself, integrity, you carry yourself in a dislikable nature. Why would I want to be with somebody even though you're beautiful? And it just kind of makes me think. I feel like a lot of men are lost in this world, and they need guidance. And I definitely was there. I felt like I needed guidance in my life, and I started taking the necessary steps in order to grow as a young man. And yeah, so yeah. I just recommend you guys get on semen retention. I've been on semen retention for, like I said, 500 plus days. It's an amazing thing to be on, and I can only really ever tell you to do it. You don't really know what you're missing out on until you really get to it. Like you can't miss the taste of a hamburger if you've never ate a hamburger. You get what I'm saying? You gotta try it out like once, and then really see the difference. And it's like, oh, I semen retain for a day. Nah, bro, go for a long streak. Go for 1 week, and then after that 1 week is over, aim for 2 weeks and just stack it up. Because it's like, I tell people, I'm like, yeah, I've been on semen retention for this long. They're like, what the fuck? Are you crazy, bro? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, nah, not really. Like, don't get me wrong. I get horny or whatever. But I use that energy to something else. I'll put it into the gym. I'll put it into my brand, into my YouTube. I'll put it into my music. I'll read a book. It's just like that energy that you bring within yourself. And it's just like, at the same time, I understand a lot of people, they don't know what to do with themselves. It's like, it's that dopamine rush. And it's like, I get it. I get it. I was there. I was once a depleted gooner, bro. I was a nasty little guy. But it's like, if I gotta stop saying that. However, if you can apply that mindset, dopamine wise, into something else, it'd be way better. I get greater, bigger dopamine hits knowing I'm creating something, knowing I'm becoming a better man every day, than that 3-5 seconds of just ejaculation. And it's like, I don't recommend it. I recommend you really get your mind together and really get your things put straight. Because if you know your purpose in life, nothing can stop you. Things will get in the way trying to stop you because they don't want you to progress. But at the same time, if you build that fortitude within your mind, you're unfuckable. Like, you're unfuckwittable, bro. Like, nobody can get to you the way you get to you. If somebody says you're a fucking weirdo, like last week, some guy said I was a fucking weirdo, that I'm an odd guy. I was like, good, bro. I'd rather be an odd guy. I don't want to be anything like you guys. You guys are all weird to me. Like, imagine, bro. Imagine. But like I was saying, I just wanted to get up on here and make a little quick spiel. Might just drive around a little longer, but like I said, man, just get a semen retention. It's life-changing. And a lot of guys and a lot of kids, they just do it for the benefits. Or it's like, don't do it for the benefits of what you get externally. Do it for the benefits that you get internally. You get confidence. You get respect for yourself. Integrity. It's like all these things that you can't gain externally. What's a girl gonna do for you? She can't give you respect for yourself. She can't give you integrity. She can't allow you to carry yourself in a specific way. Confidence, man. Confidence, bro. No girl can give you confidence other than you. So it's like I said, I just recommend you guys get up on semen retention. Do your due diligence. Get your money up. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. I know I'm about to, I can't even see, bro. My tint's too dark. But like I said, man, I love you. You love you. It's our world, baby. So let's get it. You know, if you're gooning right now, this is the video to stop. This is your sign to stop, bro. And I'm not even saying it to be like your dad or nothing. I'm doing it because I love you, bro. I wouldn't recommend something for you if I wasn't doing it for myself, you know. I wouldn't tell you to go hit the gym if I'm not hitting the gym. I wouldn't tell you to quit smoking weed if I wasn't trying to quit smoking weed. I wouldn't tell you to not drink if I don't drink. You get what I'm saying? I'm not a hypocrite. So yeah, man, like I said, get your money up, quit choking the chicken, go chase some real chicken, go chase that bag, bro, get some real cake out here, and your life will change. But later, our family, until next time.